Okay, people. So AJ hit me up with a new indie flick called Rift. So obviously, people, I had to check it out. Right. So it is from director Jason Winn. Right. And yeah, it's you know, like Jason's worked on a lot of shorts, music videos. You know what I mean? He's done TV and documentaries. So, he's had his time in the game for sure. It's written by Tammie Renee and Kendrick Foxx, right? So this is actually yeah, it's Fox's first writing gig. Um, and it's the second, right? It's the second one for Renee. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's interesting, man. Like, yo, these people just coming out, putting out a feature film, like, pretty much straight out the gate, right? It's produced by Fox, who definitely has more producing credits than writing, right? So he produces it again with Renee. Um, yeah, who, you know, this is her first producing credit. Um, Kevin G. Lee also produces. The film is executive produced by Ty Donaldson, Matthew Helderman, Nikki Steer Justice, Tony Snowenboos, and Luke Taylor. Um, Lee also handles the music. Um, James Suttles, he takes care of the cinematography. Walker Whitted edits the film. Uh, Production design is Caleb Vardaman. Makeup is Tori Henderson and Lene Anderson. Nathan Burton is production management. Art and all of that. Maddie Booth and Jay Wilbur Smith. Okay, so our cast. Well, we have got uh Senior Agent Jason Coles is played by Darren Cain. Um, Savannah Coles, his wife, Dr. Savannah Coles, is played by Brooke Montalvo. Um, his boss, uh, Supervisory Agent Green, is played by Lisa Wu. His partner, Special Agent Tyrell Smith, is played by David Lee Garver. We then have got Magnus Valteri, is played by Kurt Bonham. Yeah, some of his gang, right? There's Nightmare. Well, Nightmare works with him. He's played by Richard Brown. We've got Sean Jovinjo is also one of Magnus's peoples, right? We've got Nikolai, played by Josh Hooks. There is our news anchor, Mary Jacobs, played by Stephanie Caspia, and Jennifer Mickle, another TV anchor, played by Jennifer Shoemaker. And then the waitress at the restaurant is played by Gillian Wu. So, and the other waitress is Carmen Plum, right? I think the bomb guy, Agent Smith, is Ty Julius Williams. So the gist of the flick, people, is Senior Agent Jason Coles is an accomplished and driven FBI agent assigned to the elite white collar crimes division. A dedicated family man at heart, Jason is torn between moving up the ranks of the department and starting a new family with his beautiful wife, Savannah. Their busy schedules don't allow for much quality time, so Jason plans a special midday getaway for their anniversary, only to be accosted by a stranger with an interesting proposition. I mean, I'm not trying to word it like that, but as he patiently awaits the arrival of his wife, the nefarious plans of the unsuspecting stranger begin to emerge. With time running out and under the watchful eye of millions of online onlookers, when faced with the ultimate decision, will he do the right thing, even if it costs him everything? Ooh, that's the big question, right? That's the big question. What do you do when everything is on the line? Man, it's not necessarily an easy thing to what I mean, work out, right? Whew. Now, this film is it's not a long one, right? It is I mean, just over an hour, right? Just over an hour, like an hour and 7 minutes, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? To the point, which is always, you know what I mean? Hey, it's not a bad thing, right? And we start off with this raid, right? Where a lot of stuff goes down. You know what I mean? And it's the fallout of this raid which really fuels this story. Now, I think Jason Coles, maybe not the most likable of characters, right? I mean, you get the impression homie doesn't really listen too much. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a few things that go down. You're like, yo, son, listen to what's being said. You know what I mean? It's a little rash. But yeah, it's all about being in this predicament, right? Who do you choose to save? Who do you choose to save? Right? Where do you put the law? Right? Which always an interesting dilemma. Now, it's not a new concept. We've seen it in countless films. It's always a little intrigue, to see where, the writers decided to take it, what the emphasis is. What are the morals of our characters? How far are they willing to go? Right? That's the big thing here. Now, a lot. They definitely fit a lot into this short amount of time. Um, and yeah, as I said, look, the story is moving pretty quickly, right? It's I mean, there are some things that go down which you do kind of wonder about, right? And I say wonder because the FBI agents, but there seems to be a few rookie mistakes going down, right? Rookie mistakes going down, which I guess you can put down to this being such a tense situation. But you also get the feelings that maybe lessons aren't learned, right? With what goes down throughout the film. You're just like, yo, wait, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, man? Didn't you understand? It was interesting at the start because it's like There's undercover agents, right? And you kind of think, I don't think you want to put someone like that on blast, right? I don't think you want to put that person on blast. They don't need to be, I mean, a major part of the news, which is, where this might have all gone a little bit wrong for old Coles and crew. But yeah, it's it is a fast-paced story. It kind of feels like, right? This is for the 24 crowd, right? And you know, I'm not talking about the number people. I'm talking about the Kiefer Sutherland TV series, 24, right? Because it is kind of got that kind of feel to it. You know what I mean? With the fact that all of this is going down in this short time frame and having to try and work it out. Now we've thrown in the concept of social media and live streaming, which think I feel that might be a part of Saw, right? Those Saw films. I think, is that live streamed or is it like the escape room ones? I know there's one of them things that which should do that, and there was that really good Shudder flick. I think from 2020, right? I think it was 2020, The Cleansing Hour, which utilized that very well. So, they definitely tried to spice up this kind of genre, this kind of story with these different sorts of elements, which it does work. It does work. There are questions, right? Like, who has he sent it out to, right? How has he sent it out, right? Okay, you can't the FBI get what I mean, that shut down? Like, there are some questions that are there, or like, is there not a protocol for bomb squads and all of that kind of thing? And is it wise to shout at a bomb person? There is that. There is that. But yeah, it is tense, right? You are kind of like, how is this all gonna get sorted? How's it all gonna get sorted? That's very intriguing here with the story. Like, it's the way they decided to end this film, and it's like, is there a fault of a follow up, right? Is this going to be a kind of Alex Cross? That's for a minute my mind has gone a little blank. Like, is it going to be like an Alex Cross sort of thing, right? A Jack Reacher, you know what I mean? Like Harry Bosch or one of them. Is it like that? Because I think there feels there could be that potential, right? You know what I mean? Everything is in place to possibly, you know what I mean, do more films, a TV show, something like that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe comics or something, right? Graphic novels, like this story could continue in, some guys, who knows, right? That's the thing. It's just like, yeah, I wonder why they decided to end it like that. Why they decided certain choices to go, right? Because you kind of feel it could have been played slightly differently. So, it's yeah, you are left thinking, wondering, also wondering, like, son, take better care of your shit. You know what I mean? Is that, I mean, that's the big thing at the end. It's like, take care of your shit, man. Right? Um, there, throughout the film, we do get like a musical bed underpinning everything, which I can understand, right? They want to build this tension and all of that. I don't know if it needed it. Don't know if it needed it. Feel it was a little bit of a distraction. You know, I think the story is enough to carry, you know what I mean, that tension, to have people be, you know what I mean, like, "Yo, what is happening?" You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily need this bum, 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 bum. You know what I mean? But that might just be me. And you know how I feel about, you know what I mean, music underpinning emotions and all of that jazz, people. But, but, you know what I mean? The film is now out, right? So if you are, you know what I mean? If you're down, if you're interested, if you want to know how does Jason Coles deal with this moral dilemma, deal with this crazy situation he has found himself in, you can check out any of your favorite VODs, right? And go get yourself some Rift action. Yeah, people. Yeah, if you like, you know, like as I said, like 24. If you like that detective story, you know, a Jack Reacher, Alex Cross, you know, was something like that. You know, the race against time, the, you know, these impossible situations, then Rift could be the story for you.